happy Tuesday. I didn't vlog yesterday, as you will have noticed, and it's already almost 6 o'clock in the evening, and I didn't vlog today because today was absolutely mental. Did I smudge all my mascara under my eye? Probably. It's very hot today. It was very hot all weekend. It's really nice. Today was mental. We had one thing after another, like appointments wise, and I'm finally back home and I don't need to go anywhere anymore. So yeah, that's all done. I'm about to make myself some strawberries as a snack because I'm really hungry, but dinner is not ready. And also I bought myself some peonies. Don't know if you remember, but I'm trying to keep fresh flowers in the house all the time, and my stalks are getting very dry. And I went to Tesco's and I thought I'll just get myself some new flowers, and peonies are my favorite flowers, and they had some, so I'm really happy. So peonies it is, while they last, because they smell amazing and they look amazing. I did a lot of work in the garden over the weekend. I'll show you after. And I've had a very productive weekend. I'm absolutely shattered, but it's good. I'm going to tell you something which is a secret for Owen, so yeah, I mean, you can't tell him, but if you are somebody we know, do not mention this to him. My sister is coming over from the 14th to the 19th of June, and we are not telling Owen. We're going to surprise him. That was decided a bit like today, and we're going to try and make a surprise. We don't know how we're going to organize it yet, but she's booked her flights and she's coming, and I'm so excited because it wasn't planned, and I love when things like this happen. And yeah, so the month of June is almost there, but it's looking very exciting because we have her visit. We are going to have the official autism assessment for Alfie. We are getting James's assessment. Did I mention this to you before? I can't remember. We'll talk about it properly with James whenever he's there. James is currently getting assessed for autism as well. It's something that we kind of always suspected he had, but when he was small, they didn't have all the diagnosis they can do now. So he's getting it done now as an adult, which is also, I'm saying it's good because I think it can make a massive difference to his life. So it's, I mean, it's not going to change who he is because I've always known him like that, so it's not going to make a difference, but for him I think it'd be good. And then we have the trip to Paris, end of school, start of summer holidays and all that. So yeah, it's exciting, busy but exciting. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my strawberries, take a little break, and then I'll show you the garden later on. We also bought a bubble machine today. Alfie loves to play with bubbles a lot, but he can't really do them himself, and usually within seconds of him being handed a bubble mix thing with, you know, the thing you pull and you go, it's emptied on the ground. He's emptied like some big long tube that should look like lightsabers as well. So we thought if we have a machine that makes the bubbles, so then we don't have to spend hours making bubbles and the machine does it on its own, it'd be great. So we invested a whole £8 in a bubble machine today, and it was definitely worth it. I bought a big bottle of bubble mix, and I've bought a massive pack of batteries as well. So we are stocked up for bubble adventures. And yes, that really worked. Also, Alfie today went to visit, well, he stayed for half an hour in the class in the new school he's going to go to next year. This is the same school Owen is going to currently, but he will be in nursery, which is the preschool year. And yeah, he went to see the class. We don't know which one of the two teachers he's going to have. I'm really hoping for one over the other, but we'll find out that in June as well. There's just a lot going on in June, but it's going to be a lot of, I feel like by the time September comes, we will have gone over a lot of hurdles officially, and we'll be able to start afresh. To me, September is always kind of, I'm still thinking school years in terms of restarting something in my head, because I didn't have many years in my life where I wasn't in school or university or studying, and then I had children, so I've kind of never got out of it. And in between I was a childminder, so my schedule was really based around school years as well. So yes, I am gonna go and have my strawberries. I'm rambling, I'm tired. The heat is great, but it makes me very tired. Good morning, it's not the next day, and I figured out I never showed you the garden and all that, so I'm gonna do that today. Alfie's in school, James is back to work, and Owen still has one more day off school, so it's just me and Owen for the minute because Alfie's currently in school. We're going to pick him up after, and we're going to have kind of a chilled out afternoon, probably with some bubble fun in the garden and just staying here because yesterday was so crazy. We all kind of need a break. In the house we have basil here and here that is growing. It's going to go outside after, but for now I'm starting to grow it. There's rosemary starting there and oregano here. These are leeks. Have a look at these magnificent flowers, and this is my work in progress for my little greenhouse as well. I'm not finished yet. So here we have the courgette. There's two. There's one here and one here. They're currently growing and there's more coming. Then this used to be the cucumbers, but it's now been replaced by nasturtiums because the cucumbers didn't survive here. And I've always wanted to grow these. They suffered a bit in transfer, but they seem still okay. The sweet pea are really growing now. It's getting almost too full, I'm wondering. We'll see. Time. I cut this one in the back because it was going too wild, and to cut the ones with the flowers there. Tomatoes have moved out. Yeah. Then here I planted some marigold. These ones and these smaller ones over here, and in the pots. These are all raspberry canes, and they have loads and loads of flowers. There's been bees constantly on them, so hopefully we'll have plenty of them. Then we have some apple trees, and some of the some of the flowers anyway are still well, some are growing, not all of them. No, they're all falling off. This one isn't, so I know that they will get eliminated. There's one good one there as well. There's one good one there. It's funny how natural selection keeps the good one going and keeps one. Then this one is definitely not going to stay, but it's still holding on there. No, not this one. I might have a last one here, still holding on. Okay, so the casualty count of the day are 5. That will not go, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holding on, so we'll see. Then, well, pear, nothing to declare. There was no flowers, so we won't have any pears for sure. More marigold, more marigold. Still loads of cherries there, so I'm hoping they stay on. We'll see. So far I can't notice any that have fallen on the ground. More marigold. These ones actually opened. Carrots are coming out. I'll have to thin them out soon, but we might have carrots for the first time. And I've moved the greenhouse in a more sheltered spot, but it's still getting plenty of sun. So these down here are more courgettes, and these at the top are pumpkins, although this one is looking a bit sad. It got fried. It was on the windowsill and it got fried through the window, so I did this one, but I only need 3 of them in the end, so I'm growing 5 and we'll see. Now this makes me very happy. So these are 2 rhododendrons. This one last year only had 2 tiny flowers and has loads this year. Some just dried out, I'm not sure why, but there's more that will open there. They look amazing. And then these ones last year had a lot more flowers, but this year but they also got, can you see the state of the leaves underneath? They got destroyed by bugs last year, so it seems that it has focused on growing new leaves and less flowers, but still quite a lot of nice big ones, so it's good. But there will be plenty of new leaves. It's going to grow quite tall compared to the other ones, but it's good because this one is kind of in the corner, and that's the point, to fill that space here, because it's like useless space. I don't know if I showed you my investment of the year. I had a hose, like a standard, you know, rubbery one, but it got loads of kinks in the shed and it was leaking. So I invested in an extendable fabricy one, so it doesn't kink at all, and it's good. 1 hour and a half before we need to pick Alfie up, and I mean I could do chores, there's loads to do, but I'm thinking it's quiet in the house, or when he's watching his videos that he can't watch in peace on the TV. When Alfie's here, he usually has to watch them on his tablet, so he's enjoying the big screen while he has full access to it without a crazy little monkey jumping on the TV and all that. I'm gonna go and do some painting in my office, I think. I started to watch Desperate Housewives again from the start yesterday. I was running out of things to watch and it popped up, and I think, oh, I'll watch it all over again, because I used to watch it when it was on TV, so I had to wait every week for the new episodes, and I've never watched it all, you know, marathon through it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I've watched 2 episodes yesterday, so I'm going to continue and do some painting just to get a little bit of relaxation time before I go and pick up Alfie. Dropping him off to school went pretty well this morning, so I have hope we're in a good days. He's doing quite well at the moment. I think it's because he can be outside and run around a lot more because of the nice weather, but I know it's not going to last. I mean, we live in Northern Ireland, we can't get an entire summer of this. We know that we need to enjoy it while it lasts. So I'm thinking, if I get some time for myself this morning, and when I started last night, I have a work in progress there with my watercolors now. I'm going to continue working on this. All my orders are done and we posted them yesterday with Owen, so I have no work to do right now. Well, I have made some stickers that I need to photograph to list, but I can do that this afternoon. The way the sun is shining in at the moment is too strong, so I can't really take the pictures now anyway, so I'll get a bit of time to myself. This kind of thing. Good morning. It is now Thursday, I think. I'm really confused because the week has been all over the place with school and stuff. I'm probably not going to vlog much today. I will vlog at some point to show you because I'm getting a new haircut tonight. And tomorrow I don't know either because my period came on and I am in so much pain. It's ridiculous. I have taken as much painkillers as I can, but it is a bad one. It's like really bad and I am struggling to actually even sit down. So the boys are in school. I think I'm just gonna go get a hot water bottle and lay down on the couch for an hour a bit while Alfie's away because I am in agony, seriously. And I need to make it to the hairdresser at 7:45 tonight. I have 2 hairstyles I like. My hair, I'm gonna undo my hair to show you first. Okay, my hair right now is down to, I'll try and show you in my back, I don't know how, but basically it's down to where my bra strap, the bottom of my bra strap would be. That's probably the best way to explain it. So it's very long, very damaged. There are a few layers in it at the bottom and at the front a slight layers, but not much. I want change. I feel like my hair is not, there's no structure in it, it's just long and boring. And it's too long right now for sure, so I need a trim for sure. But I want either to have like a kind of sweeping longer fringe on that side and more layers in it if I leave it long and then cut the ends, or go like this kind of length there and have it, you know, slightly longer at the front than at the back, like a long bob, but that goes down a bit. This is the one I'm kind of leaning towards the most. So what I'm going to do is that my hairdresser is usually not too keen on changing much with my hair because she likes it the way it is, but I need change right now, and I'm going to bring her the 2 hairstyles for her to say to me which one she thinks will work the best with my face. I do know that the long bob suits me because I've had it before. I've had side fringes before, and I don't want a side fringe. I want more like a long sweeping, I just want, you know, like long to that length and then layers from there everywhere. I don't know if that will work with my hair. I've never had that before, but I kind of feel like I want to get it chopped off because it's too long. It's just a really annoying length because I can't do anything with it. It's like either in a ponytail or in plaits, and long like that, it's just really annoying me. So I feel like if it was like shoulder length like this kind of length, it would be a lot more manageable. So I keep banging my camera against the lamp. So surprised, you'll find out tonight what I went for. But yeah, it's definitely some coming off because it's just too long and the ends are actually pretty damaged, so they need to get chopped off. I'm back for the hairdressers and I have my hand there so I can do a reveal. Are you ready to see? It's quite a difference. Ta-da! I got a big chop because I was fed up with my hair, and it's gonna take me some getting used to it, but I really like it a lot. I wasn't gonna cut it that short, especially in the back because it's pretty short in the back. Don't know if you can see, but I brought pictures of loads of different hairstyles I liked, and she kind of advised me to go, because I have a round face, to go for like longer at the front to lengthen my face, and yeah, to not layer it at the front but layer it at the back so it sits well. And she was very good advice. I'm very happy with the result. I hope I'm still happy once I've washed it and let it dry on its own for the first time, and then see if I need to straighten it or not. But it's shorter. I might not even need conditioner anymore, which is quite exciting because I like to put the least product possible on my hair. Although I want to try something. I have a salt spray, like a texturizing spray, that didn't really do much on longer hair because it was too long, and now I can try it on shorter hair. It might work better, so I want to try this. Yeah, I keep touching it because it feels so short. I can't really do a proper ponytail anymore. It's like a tiny thing. But I also like, you can, you know, put it up like with just a hair clip like this on both sides, and that's really nice. It's just, you know, it's a change, but I'm excited about it. I hope I'm still as excited in a few days, but right now I am anyway. It's already 11 o'clock and my appointment was quite late, so I came home at about 9, and then I hadn't had dinner yet, so I'm having dinner. Well, I had dinner a while back. And then I'm catching up now on Britain's Got Talent on my tablet over here, and I am finishing the month of May in my photo album. I have most of the pictures printed. I need to print a few more. But I'm going to start the month of June tomorrow with my album almost up to date. And tomorrow Therese is coming over with her daughter in the morning, and then the afternoon I think it's going to be another quiet afternoon. Today I ended up falling asleep on the couch. I was in so much pain. When I do say I have period pain, I don't mean slight period pain, I do mean excruciating pain that prevents me from even sitting up. I do take quite a lot of medication to try and control it, but it's not enough to take the pain off. It takes the edge off, but it's just not enough, and the pain, being in that level of amount of pain for long periods of time, is exhausting. And this afternoon, after it was quiet on the couch watching TV, and I lied down with my hot water bottles, even if it was so hot outside, and I just fell asleep, and I just didn't see it coming. But at some point Alfie just was going, "Mommy, wake up, wake up, wake up." And I just realized how deeply asleep I was, probably to try and just get over the pain. But it actually really helped with dealing with the pain, I think, because I was asleep. My body was being able to relax, and because everything is due to cramping, hopefully that will help after. Usually once I'm past the first few days, then it gets better. So I know that tomorrow is still going to be quite bad, and then after that it should ease off. But yeah, it's just not nice, but you know, there's not much I can do about it. So today has been a very long day, so tomorrow I just want to take it easy. We have a few weeks in June, well, most of the month actually, which is really busy. There's a lot of good things. There is a ridiculous amount of medical appointments, but this weekend is a quieter one, so I actually want to just, you know, do things around the house and chill out a little bit and all that, and finish this properly. I got some tabs from Therese's shop. I'll show you tomorrow when she brings them, to separate the month, just like proper dividers. I have like a page in my photo album for every month with the month and the paper and that theme and all that. But when you see the whole album, you can't see what is what if you want to go to a specific month. So I bought some clear little tabs that you can put any paper you want in. So I'm gonna make some tabs to separate the month. And I have here, I was wondering how much of the year it will do. This is up to most of the end of May, so I think I'm going to put June in this one as well, and then I'll have 2 for 1 year, because yeah, it's getting pretty full. But I have finally caught up all my delay on that. So I'm going to finish this quickly, watch the end of Britain's Got Talent, and then go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, happy Friday. I'm glad it's Friday, I'm telling you. I'm tired, although it has felt like a really short week because Owen only started to go back to school yesterday, and Alfie the day before, and so did James. So it really was like a 3-day week, which I like a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Tilda and Therese are coming soon, so I'm removing stuff that are not super children friendly out of the way so they can play freely without us having to watch them all the time. Well, we're watching them obviously, but and the floor is disgusting, so I'm gonna give it a quick brush. And right, my hair, so day 2. When I woke this morning, do you know the way Anna in Frozen wakes up, like with her hair sticking up on her head? It was like that, because at the back, under like where my neck is, this hair down there curls on me in general, and then because I have layers in the back, the shorter hair is actually pretty short, like can you see there, like that. So obviously with it's very humid at the moment, my hair needs straightened, so that's one thing that I'm gonna have to get used to, having to straighten my hair more regularly, although it's took literally 5 minutes because it's so short, so that's not too bad. I just want to get like a heat protection spray or something for my head, and then over the weekend I want to try to wash it, let it dry as normal, and put like a salt spray in it to see if it would go like a bit wavy and see what happens then. But I'm still happy with it. I'm still very short for me, so I don't really know how to work it, but I like how it looks, and I've had a lot of compliments about it, so it always feels nice. I wanted a big change and I got it. Now I just need to work with it. Good morning and happy Saturday. It is probably about 11ish, and Owen usually has dance class on Saturday morning and actually got ready to go, and then I have loads of work to do. Owen is absolutely wrecked, I am wrecked, and I thought, you know what, I'll just stay home, give him a break. I'll get, so then I can get to work and get some stickers done. I want to release new stickers on Monday or Tuesday, worst case scenario. So I want to work because I'm feeling, do you know, sometimes the inspiration kicks in and I just want to get things done, and if I don't do it then it goes and then I can't do it. So while it's there, I'd rather do it. It's all summery stuff and the weather has been quite summery here lately, so it just feels I'm in the right mood for it, although it's not that great today. It's still warm, but it's very, we had kind of thunderstorms yesterday, nothing very massive, they were expecting far worse, but it cooled the air down at least, because yesterday at the before the storms it was awful. It was so humid. I can stick a much higher heat in France because it's dry heat, but see that humidity here is awful. Anyway, I received yesterday, I've ordered more of those bows even before I knew I was going to cut my hair, but now I'm glad because I actually quite like it with my hair like this, and I have a new hairband as well. I'll show you the other ones after, but for now I'm gonna work. Also, I've just harvested my first courgette. It's the first thing I've ever harvested this year, well, apart from thyme for cooking, because that's the only one that was still grown from last year. But yeah, the garden is really doing well. I'm so happy. It's good. I want to try more things. We have decided we will not plant potatoes this year. We do them every year, but I've been having, as you know, I have a lot of digestive issues, and lately I've been trying to find if there was any kind of food intolerances that I hadn't think of and all that. And one of my friends in France works in a lab, and he actually does allergy testing for people. And he said to me, if you want, when you come, I'll get some blood from you and I can see what you are intolerant or allergic to. What I found out, which I didn't know, is that I'm actually intolerant to egg whites, and I didn't know that. It's not something I would have ever thought about. So I'm not allergic, so it won't cause me an allergic reaction, but it would cause me digestive issues. And I have so many. I've been trying to keep a food diary and like a symptom diary as well, and there is one that we know for sure now that I have an issue with. It's potatoes. It's not potatoes in every way. It's if they are really cooked at a very high temperature, like oven baked for a long time, or chips like thin fries that I have no problem with fries, but I can't eat chunky chips. They make me feel really bad. So I don't know if it's because the center doesn't go to a certain temperature. There is something in potatoes that makes me react really badly. So I have tried to cut out potatoes entirely for the next couple of weeks, and then I will reintroduce it and see if I react again. My symptoms have really improved, like over the last like week when I've cut it out. I don't know if it's a coincidence. It could be because it's a bit hit and miss with me with my issues. It's hard to know if it's that for sure or not. So that's why I want to leave it enough time to know, like, if for 2 weeks I have nothing, I will know that it more than likely plays a big part, and then if I start to reintroduce it and it happens again, then I'll try and see what exactly it is. There is a potato protein allergy that's very common apparently from googling it, but there's no test for it. It's more through keeping a diary and all that. And same for potato allergy, like the potato as a whole allergy, there is no test that I have found available anyway. So I can't test exactly, I can't test for it exactly, but it's something I can certainly cut out or cut down anyway, if I see that it makes a difference. And for that reason, I thought I'm not going to grow them, because I mean, it's kind of pointless really, and it's work, and then if I don't get to enjoy it at the end, I know the boys could, but then the boys don't eat that much, and last year we had so much, we had to give loads away. And yeah, I'd rather try and grow something new that I haven't grown before, or grow more flowers, or, you know, try something different rather than grow something which is potentially going to make me sick. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on the potato situation. I can't guarantee for sure there is something, but I would be like, it's kind of, you know, once it's happening once and then twice, and then when you see that it happens every single time you have a certain type of potato, I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. So yeah, so I'm keeping food diaries, symptom diaries, and we're trying to get to the bottom of what is causing this. I do react to lactose. I can have some, but not too much. If I have too much, then my belly goes absolutely nuts. But that's the case for a lot of human adults, really. So this is something I've known for years, so I try to limit it as much as I can. But I'll to go for like lactose-free options when they are there. But I don't want to cut it out completely, because what happened, I was told at first to cut lactose out completely, and then sometimes it is in food when you don't know, like you don't know how food is prepared, and the slight amount then made me react so badly that I thought, you know what, I need to be able to tolerate it a minimum, and if I completely cut it out, I cut it out for like probably over a year entirely, and then I had sometimes when I didn't know it was there, and it was awful. There's a lot of medication, for example, that contains lactose and you don't know it. Well, you could check the labels, but I never thought of checking labels for medication, and every time that happened it was awful. So the way I've been doing it is that I'm just limiting it, and sometimes I do react, like if I have too much, if I go overboard, I know that, you know, it's self-inflicted really. But if I have small amounts, I can tolerate it, so that's good. The egg whites seems to be the same. See, the thing is, like, egg whites is in a lot of things where I would have had dairy with, so I never thought of that could be the reason. Like for when I make quiche and all, I try to switch to non-dairy alternatives, and sometimes I still reacted and I was thinking, what is that? But then there's eggs in the quiche, and there's quite a lot of them. And then like things like pavlova, I love pavlova so much, and I always blame the cream on it, but then there's loads of egg whites too, so yeah, it's just meh. Anyway, I'm not gonna run too much about it. I'm just trying to find, you know, it's something that could help me manage my symptoms if I try to pinpoint what makes my digestive system react more. And yeah, the potatoes is something I had never thought could cause this, and apparently it's quite common, because when I'm googling it, I'm finding a lot of people in my situation, and there's a lot of studies showing that a lot of people diagnosed with IBS actually have a potato protein intolerance, and that's quite interesting, because yeah, same for the egg whites, I never suspected. So it was quite interesting to do the tests, because that's what I found out. Anyway, could I get back to work, and might not vlog much today, because I don't think we're going to do anything everybody kind of needs a break, and the rest of the month is completely mental. So while we can have a quiet weekend at home, I think we're just going to take it. Yeah, so work for me though, but I'm doing it while watching Desperate Housewives, so it's not too bad. So the forecast was for extremely heavy rain, and obviously I'm thinking my camera is calming down, so before it calms down too much, I don't know if you can see
the shared roof.
Yes, I don't know if you can hear as well, the noise is crazy, it's hard to see. It's really going down right now. Well, the garden will get watered that way, but I don't, can you see there's like a big cloud and then there's some blue sky there, so I'm guessing it's just coming from this up there, and then once it passes, because it's going in that direction, that will be it. But at least, I mean, it will give a good watering. I'm going to show you the road actually. I don't know if you can see the amount of water on the road. It is ridiculous right now. It's just, it hasn't been raining for long, but there's so much water coming out, the drains can't cope at all. It's now Sunday and I've spent a lot of time at my desk for the past 2 days. I'm just back now. It's almost 5:30. I've had a shower, I washed my hair, it's drying now. I need to straighten it after. I can't really get away with not straightening it when it's so short because it just flicks to the wrong way. I've been kind of brushing it as it dries there to keep it flat. And I'm having a very bad time with my belly right now. It was kind of self-inflicted, I'm not gonna lie. I just had too many peanut butter M&Ms. It was I've been allowing myself, I was taking like a little small cup and putting some in it as a treat now and then. My cousin brought me a big bag from America, and it was the end of it, and there was slightly more than I would usually have at a time, and I thought I'm not going to leave just a few in the bag and I'm just going to have them as a treat. I've worked really hard this weekend and all that, and now I'm paying for it. This is why I need to, I mean, even if I wanted to binge on really bad food, my body will not let me. It's not a bad thing in a way, but it's just very inconvenient for whenever you want to allow yourself to do this. Not that it would be a binge to have the amount I wanted to have, but you know. Yes, so I'm just waiting it out and hoping it stops soon because it's not nice. And I still have one more kit to finish, one of the small kits. I've worked so hard this weekend and I'm really happy with how much I've done. So I have a few more things to finish. I don't like to have to work the entire weekend, but the weeks are really busy from until the end of June, and I'm gonna have a lot less time to work in the weeks, and it's easier for me to work at the weekend because James is here and he can mind the boys, so I don't get interrupted. I can put my head down and get stuck in and do a lot. So yeah, and the last couple of weeks in June are like extremely busy, and I will need a break at the weekends. So I wanted to get this weekend to do as much work as I could to release a lot of new stickers, which I have succeeded to do almost, but I'm gonna be able to do. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a very short vlog this week. So I have hiccups now, great. Also, it may sound silly, but it's something that makes me really happy when I'm working. Look, it's my little LOL dolls. I love them. I don't know if I showed you this one in the end. I had a unicorn one and I swapped it with Therese's daughter for this one, which is one of my favorites, and everybody keeps saying she looks like me because her hair has plaits like this with little buns. Yesterday I had 2 plaits with pigtails at the end and it looked even more similar. And this one is one that changes color whenever you put her in cold. So it's a special one which I discovered after. I didn't know, but I like both of them, and I think I love how they are quite, well, they are similar but complete opposite at the same time, and I'm so happy about them. They just make me happy and I keep looking at them, and it's so silly because it's a little toy, but it does make me happy. I also have my little shelves of happiness that I need to add a third one. I'm going to move this. Also, I've put there my map, which is not completely straight. I need to straighten a bit. It's a scratch map. I'm going to show you closer of the world that James got me for Christmas. and I've scratched all the places in the world where I've had orders from. So in Asia I actually only have Japan, and then I have Australia and New Zealand. I need to do New Zealand. I've had a New Zealand one. I have quite a lot in Europe, but then I want an order from Portugal because I hate that there's like this small bit there. And then same with Belgium. Is it Belgium? And Switzerland are kind of in the way. Yeah, and America I'm doing it by state because it's such a big country and the states are separated, so I'm doing it by state. I'm in the process of decluttering the office as I am cutting orders. When I cut and print, there's a lot of waiting time. Like I load the sheet of paper, but then it takes a while to be done. So in that time I can sort through things. So I've decluttered quite a lot. We brought a lot to the dump earlier this week. So I'm going to continue this. And yeah, that will be it for the vlog for today. For this week, actually. I still haven't edited last week, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. I need to look through this. Anyway, I'll see you next week for more adventures. Bye!